Yoga for healing. Warriors. What's up? What's up? What's up? I love you. Yes, I do. Very much so. Especially if you out here putting in that work on yourself. Because what we do as our individual selves benefits the whole. But see, the only difference between us and them is we don't have to hurdle in groups. We just be ourselves doing our own thing and let the energy do its thing. Ashe. We're going to see what the energy is and what we need to dip into. Holy Spirit Divine Secrets. There is something huge I'm dying to share with you. What is it, ancestors? What do we need to know? You are not obligated to oblige any nuisance. Do not feel obligated to associate with them. We listening? What else we need to know? They're going to come in and want to apologize. I'm still not over what happened and would appreciate an apology. Oh, they think that you owe them an apology for what? Because you're focused on your career, focused on yourself, concentrating and focused, advancing, no matter what it takes, and they couldn't stop you. That is the issue. They're not over it. Okay, that sounds like a very personal issue that the one that has an issue getting over needs to handle. It has nothing to do with you. You're being guided from source. You are not obligated. They're secrets, but trust and believe they won't be telling you truths, not whole truths. They're not coming to vent. They're going to pretend they have something to say, some secret that they want to share. They can't hold it any longer. What is the secret about? Oh, I thought a card flipped over. What is the secret about? Oh. About goodbye and about a gift. They're coming to say goodbye. Or maybe the secret is that they're learning that you've said goodbye. But they want to give you a... Okay, so they're going to come in acting like, okay, waving the white flag. Let's just be cordial now with a offering. This is what the secret is. They're going to come to you wanting to end on good terms, but they're gaslighting you. And we will be diving into these. You're not obliged. Yelling. I'm mad at you. I wanted to say I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at you. I'm unhappy and I want you to feel as badly as I do. So they feel that you're obliged to do that, to take on their crap, their dirty, nasty energy. They think that you're obliged, but you're being told you are not obliged to support this little tantrum having energy that wants to reconnect. Oh, yeah, I know it's been a minute, but I've been just trying to do me and focus on me. I've been doing some changes and doing this and all dishonesty. It's all entertainment. I know that you find it amusing as I do. What did I say about laughing for months? Now there's yawns because it's boring. But they're curious, so they're going to come in and want to fake apologize, wanting you to welcome them in to gossip about what they heard, what they were told, like you care about the past. You don't. You're too busy focused. What else is it that we need to dip into, Holy Spirit? Their greed. Take the sage advice. They want to come and give you a fresh perspective with their greedy ass. They're going to come in as though they're positive and that they're going to add to your life. But how is that possible when they're coming in with the intent in a disguise and wanting to gossip? And they're greedy. And they just see that you're bossing up, making career moves, being focused. And they see that with their greedy ass. They're curious. And the only thing they can think of is, oh man, this is the last resort. I'm going to have to go in there and, I'm going to have to do this fake apology. Yeah, I should pat myself on the back for that idea. Go in and get their support and reconnect. The whole time I'll be lying to them. Yeah. So they think they're in a Five of Wands, in conflict, tensions. They've been in competition with themselves, thinking that you were competing back with them. For what? That is one of the hugest illusions going right now. Those thinking that they actually control any of the divine earth angels, starseed, cosmic beings walking this planet. You're lying to yourself and you're on a replay of repeat, like a button pushed in your back on one of those old school recorders, and somebody pushed replay and you're on a vicious cycle. You don't know anything else. And now you're on that last string, still having the balls to come toward the collective while you're under judgment with a fake apology because you're curious and you still want to try to see if you can get into our heads, but you can't, because you got to have a brain first off of your own to try to get into another's, don't you? At least. Oh, shaking the camera. Yeah, it's about to rattle and roll. Yes, it is. If you're not watching the signs, what about the secret They want to come in and act like they're saying goodbye and offer you a token of love and appreciation that's being blocked. A Nine of Swords. This is a nut job. Nine of Swords came out earlier in the reverse. A complete chaotic energy. They're being blocked spiritually. Because they're not going to allow. They're being your spirit team. Your guides, your ancestors, and even theirs are snatching them by the neck. Telling them, hold up, step back. Ace of Wands. They want to spark that new passion. They think that they have enough willpower to get you enthused, to get support. But you're not obligated, and you already know that. What do we have for this reconnect? Knight of Swords energy. Impatient, impulsive, immature energy. Clear quartz could be used as a protection along with obsidian, like black obsidian. Many others, you can look it up. But this is someone coming in two-faced it. Gemini type energy. They want to come in and communicate to fuck with your mind. To see if they can cause a Ten of Swords. This fake apology. You let them in the door. They're only there to cause ruin, failure, a collapse. They want to take a hold of the wheel because, see, they know they're under it. So they want to have you welcome them in because they have a fake apology when actually they're just curious and wanting something to gossip about. They need something to go and tell their friends that they work with in this group. Yeah, Two of Wands. They want to connect with you, and that's what they're planning. They're gaining the courage, the momentum, trying to gain their balance. Because they're in a Six of Wands. They want that reward. They see that. They can taste it. They think they're about to make some progress. Carnelian also is a good one to use. What about this Two of Wands? Of this Knight of Swords. That's actually a Looney Tune. It's at a stalemate. There's no decisions to be made. It's already been made. They are blocked spiritually. The Holy Spirit Divine is saying, motherfucker, you blocked, sit your ass down. They're trying to find balance. It's like I see somebody on a slippery hill that's nothing but a sheet of ice and they're wearing socks. They can't stop what's coming. Queen of Cups energy. You're calm, cool, collected, just watching the show. They're in their feelings where they wanted you to be, but you're focused. While they're focused on their greed, blocked. This is another secret that they wanted to have behind your back. See, they wanted you in this anxiety, worry, despair, and stuck in fear. Looking around your shoulder, under the bed, wondering what's going on because you feel that energy. Three of Wands. You know that they're working in a group. The union is not just two. And that is why it is blocked. They don't even know they're in spiritual jail at this point. They're already under judgment. Things are crumbling. They haven't even felt the tower yet, nor the fire that they will be feeling. That fire they think they have of passion coming charging in, sporadic and impulsively in the Knight of Swords energy. All because they want control of your gifts. And they want to be the one that say goodbye. They want to come back in. This is so immature. This is definitely some kind of stupid ass demon that has taken over their brain and their vessel. Feeling it's like a 2-year-old. You cut them off. They wanted to be the one to cut you off. So now they will feel better and feel like they one-upped you and got control if you allow them back in, for them only to turn around and say, nah, I don't want you. They think that's going to tear you down. They think that's going to destroy you. This is the mind of this demonic energy. And they don't expect us to laugh. They expect us to be angry over this 2-year-old behavior. And most of us are parents and raised 2-year-olds. Make it make sense. But you can't with a demon. You just slay them. They're stuck. They will not gain this control that they wish for. They better hold on to the pennies that they have. What energy they have, what resources they have, they should have been clinging on to and made something positive of it. But what did this Knight of Swords do? What did this Knight of Swords do? Get blocked from the celebration of meeting a milestone. They self-sabotaged celebrations. They forfeited their abundance, their wish fulfillments, gatherings. They won't be celebrating. They will be stuck in a 5 of Swords energy, in conflict, turmoil, trapped in the mindset that they left themselves in as a 2-year-old, but only an adult that has to pay the consequence. They've been rejected. You're not interested. If they're curious and want to know, the ancestors are letting them know that you're not interested in an apology, real or fake, because you've already done the work. You didn't need them, but maybe you wanted them, but now you don't want them, and they're stuck from having any rewards, success, and forward movement. The public acknowledgments that they will gain will be the ones of telling them with a mirror of what they've done to themselves. They're blocked, sat down because of their greed. They were not focused on the correct things. What is it we need to know about this 9 of Swords, 3 of Wands that is on sideways, blocked? Didn't I just say they're blocked from their rewards and forward movement? And it may have something to do with a Queen of Coins. That Queen of Pentacles again. Same thing, same energy. Someone who is a matriarch, protective of her territory, of her lineage, of her babies. Those walking with two legs that she bore from her womb and her fur babies. She's positive. Her intentions are pure. And she is only about improving the life of her own and others. But she knows she must start with herself first. Wow, my eye is catching this star child sitting on the top of the deck. And then at the bottom of that is, they are only thinking of themselves. They did not think much of you when you told them that you were a star seed. They thought you were a fool when you shared your passion. They pretended already to have that same energy, but you saw through their mask when they came with their two faces. Now they want to return. They're already pissed that you were not waiting for them. They're already pissed that they got to come in and make this fake apology to try to get under your ass just because they want what you're supposed to have as your own. And that you will have of your own. Because your energy is your energy, and you're the only one allowed to use it. Just as my energy is my energy. This Knight of Swords that's blocked. They're trying to prevent themselves from falling apart in this bank failure. But they didn't take caution. They didn't take heed. They did not use emotional intelligence. What about this Four of Cups? They would not be coming in, setting the record straight. They're only being nosy. Blowing fake kisses. There would not be affection returned. It is not anything of unconditional love. Never of giving and receiving. They don't know anything about that. That is why they're being sat down. They would never set the record straight. What is it we need to know? They can't keep a promise. They throw love bombs, but they can never keep a promise. But they want you to have faith with this surprise invitation of, I'm coming to apologize, here's something for you. But it's probably cursed. Whatever they give you, drink, food, item, whatever. Do not accept. They don't want you to see that this is betrayal, deceit, another backstabbing move. They are untrustworthy, and they will pay their dues. They're going to take a chance. They won't be showing their true hand. What do we need to know about this greedy person that's stuck? They're promiscuous, and they're fighting for what is yours. They want private relationships always because they are promiscuous. You're healing to them. Your healing energy is toxic addiction for them. Because they are one-sided. They cannot love. it would only be toxic because they're not healed. Abusive relationship of a vampire and an empath, a narcissist and an empath, a devil and an empath. However you want to put it, it would be one-sided. They need your healing heart. But this time they may take all of it. And if they leave you with nothing, where does that leave you? They want you to fall for the love story once upon a time. Because they see that you're the phoenix rising. They don't want you to check yourself. They want you to get caught up. They're going to try to mirror you only to backstab you. They want your blood. So, just as the energy has been going, as we've been guided, they're on the same tip. Beware. Because when you're a warrior, you know yourself and you are shining bright, holding that healing, loving energy. You're aware of these vampires, these werewolves. Stay grounded. Meditate. Do breath work. Stay focused on your business. Don't get sidetracked or delayed by the manipulation. Peace.